Somebody's watching us. That's one creepy little girl. Anyway, today we're talking about some new Blu-ray movies. Some of these are creepy, some of them are scary, some of them make me want to ride a dirt bike and rob banks. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I condemn you to hell. Now, before we talk about this movie, we have to set the tone. We have to dim down the lights in here. Plus, we have to tie my hands to a bedpost before my head spins around and I puke on all of you. Okay, I'm just gonna dim the lights. I'll be right back. You're all gonna die! Okay, I gotta calm down. I'm all hopped up on caffeine. It's late. This edition of The Exorcist comes out October 22nd, just in time for Halloween. And this is one of those Halloween movies that's very immersive. You gotta sit down, you gotta calm down, get a few friends together, get the popcorn going, and watch a movie about exorcism. It's a good Friday night, I promise you. Now check out the cover for this thing. There's the front, it has like an embossed lettering thing going on. There's the side, and there's the back. Look at her right there, floating above the bed. If I walked into a room and a little girl was floating around the bed, I'm sorry, I'm gone. I don't care about trying to get her soul back. It's gone. We're out of here, okay? We're gonna go stay in a Motel 6 down the road. Now, the cool thing about this set is it comes with the extended director's cut and the original theatrical version. Now, let's open this thing up. You have a disc just for the bonus content. It's Blu-ray, by the way. It's not like a DVD bonus disc. You also will have the Blu-ray of the original theatrical version and a Blu-ray, which is in the Blu-ray player back there, of the extended cut. And the picture quality on this thing is top-notch. I mean, it really, you feel every pixel in that room with that little girl right before she pukes on you. Okay, next up, it's the Hangover 3 on Blu-ray, DVD, HD, ultra-violent, super-duper digital download edition. I didn't go to the theater to watch this movie just because I couldn't get myself to get in my car, to push the gas, to go to the gas station, to buy some pixie sticks to stuff my pocket and a thing of Mountain Dew, and then go into the theater to see this. I don't know why, I just couldn't force myself to do that. Now, the best thing about this movie is Zach Galifianakis. He's kind of like the Glue with a big, if Glue had a big beard, he was the only funny, redeeming thing about the entire movie. Like, every joke I laughed at was from him. Now, the most positive thing I can say about The Hangover 3 is it's directed by Todd Phillips, and I enjoy that guy's directing style. You know, he's directed all the other Hangover movies. He also directed, what was it, I forget what it's called. It doesn't matter. Just insert the movie poster right there. That's what it was called. So overall, a decently directed movie, but it just felt like the same thing rehashed for the third time. And I think about 90% of the way through this movie, I was just ready for it to be over. If you haven't seen this movie, you probably didn't get the joke. This is a 1925 film. It's a silent film. It's black and white. By the way, this is a digibook edition. This comes out October 1st, so I think it's October. Yeah, it came out already. Now, this Blu-ray is a digibook edition. It's really cool. You open that up, you got all this information about the movie, all these illustrations, the pictures, the production of the movie. Now, as far as the Blu-ray picture quality goes on this movie has a 4K restoration. That's as good as it gets. So no complaints there. It looks great on Blu-ray. Next up, it's the House of Wax in 3D. This is the original 1953 House of Wax. We're not talking about the 2005 Paris Hilton House of Wax. Now, by the way, this movie's in 3D, so I don't actually have a 3D TV. Unfortunately, I want one. One day I will opt up and get one, but I had to watch this in 2D, and that just had to do. Anyway, the picture quality on the movie looks really good, and if I got my facts straight, I believe this was the first ever color 3D movie ever released by a major studio. I think that's true. If it's not true, just pretend that it is. By the way, speaking of 3D, look at that lenticular cover on there. It's really creepy. You got Vincent Price on there just popping his head out looking at you. This is the 60th anniversary edition of House of Wax. Anyway, this is just a great classic horror film from the 1950s. Very well made, very interesting to watch. And if you guys are a fan of classics, this is a must watch at least once. Now, before I go, I have two more movies I want to talk about. By the way, if you want to see me picking these up as I drive around town, that's on my second channel, John Flickster. I call them Flick Trip videos. I'll put the link down below. Check that out. First movie we're going to talk about before we dive into the the darkness and the evilness, is The Place Beyond the Pines, starring Ryan Gosling, and he rides around on a dirt bike robbing banks. That's my favorite element of the entire movie. I enjoy bank robbery movies, and this movie has a very realistic, down-to-earth way of doing it. Now, I haven't gotten a chance to watch this movie on Blu-ray yet. I'm kind of just savoring it. Anyway, one of my favorite movies of the year. It's probably most definitely going in my top 10 of the year so far. Now, next up is a movie that a lot of people question, why did you buy that, John? What's wrong with you? Why would you ever do that? I don't know. What do you guys think about Mars Needs Moms? Let me know down below. Okay, so that's all the Blu-ray movies I had to talk about today. Let me know what your thoughts are on some of these movies down below. And by the way, that's coming soon. It's like an evil blue dragon on the horizon of a castle front, and I have to slay that dragon. I feel like Matthew McConaughey in Reign of Fire right now. Anyway, an entire Blu-ray collection video is coming. A lot of people have requested it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.